So we'll continue the phrase again. Wow, basically. Manchester United 2, Manchester City nil. Welcome to United Talks podcast. Today we're going to be doing the match review for the game and player ratings as well. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about like every aspect of the game that we observed and everything. Manchester United finally win against Manchester City. And basically, just to give you a record, a stat, in the last 6 games, Manchester United have won City 3 times, drawn twice, and lost once. Wow. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, it's super interesting. It's one of those games where you're overly excited, about how things have panned out and all of that. You're overly excited about where Man United is. You're overly excited for certain players like Licha Martinez, who we're going to talk about. Considering what's his name, Paul Scholes and the ex-players had said. I'm going to talk about that, and I'm doing it in another video. The script is ready. I just was going to record, and then I got caught up with time and all of that. And then this game sprung up on us, and so, but I've made that script, and I'm going to analyze that now with the context of Manchester City or the Manchester Derby. It makes that script even spicier. So I'm going to also update the script and all of that just to kind of give you a sense of an idea. But yeah, Michael Carrick's first game in charge at Manchester United for his second spell at the club comes with a victory against City, and with Manchester United playing counter-attack football, transitional play and everything, right? It was like, yeah, it was good to see. It was good to watch. Not gonna lie, like it was good to watch. But then, yeah, we've seen this before. It's a manager bounce, but the thing is, we didn't have that. The difference between that and this one is that we didn't have that against Ruben with Ruben Amorim in charge. But then we didn't have like a manager bounce. We're just having like stop start form, and he kind of like carried the form from the previous manager up until his time at United and everything. So yeah, like for me, I would say I'm impressed by the outcome of the game. Basically, I don't take this win for granted. It takes us to fourth position. We're now going to be observing other teams as they play. And then, we'll know where we end at the end of the day. There could be some upsets, but some teams are going to have easier games like Liverpool playing Burnley and all of that. But yeah, with Michael Carrick's first game in charge, like it's been super interesting. We're just going to give you a quick rundown of how the game went, basically, this game was the first anniversary of Dennis Law's passing, right? And this was the 198th derby between Manchester United and Manchester City, and it became a very interesting game because I was like, I had expectations, but I wasn't like over. My expectations were not overly high, right? The truth is, we've always been closer to the top four. We've always been super close. The game against Burnley, where we were winning, we were in the top four. The game against Wolves, also, we had the opportunity to go into top four. The game against Leeds, we had the opportunity to enter top four as well. But for the first time, we've broken into that top four for at least a few minutes, depending on how, or a few hours, depending on how the other games pan out, especially with Liverpool and all that. We're level on points with Liverpool as well. Um, the interesting thing, as my friend Isaiah Cordero will say if he sees this video, despite all our turmoil, despite all our challenges and issues, despite all the chaos in the club, Manchester United are still level of points with Liverpool. Yeah, reigning champions. But it is what it is. I'm not trying to. I could be hating on Liverpool, but it is what it is. So we started really well early in the game. Maguire was inches away from giving us a dream start. Inside the 3rd minute, when he actually hit when his close range header hit the post, the bar, after Bruno crossed, created another assist from the corner for the team, and then obviously Harry Maguire hit the crossbar. Then after that, it was like, okay, now that you guys are, like doing really well, why don't we kind of make some goals count, right? Why don't we make some goals count? So that was the thing that happened, right? Trying to like, okay, you know what? Why don't we make some goals count? And that was what happened. And you're expecting like, okay, the team to turn up. You're expecting the team to kind of deliver and everything. And I'm like, okay, we should score some goals. We need to score some goals so we can actually um put this game, like put City on their heels, right? And that was what happened basically. Um, After Maguire hit the crossbar, the start continued as Kobe Menu, who scored the eventual winner against City in 2024 FA Cup final, brought a routine save from Donnarumma with a low shot from after Amad's cross was poked away by a young City defender, Max Alain. Max Alain had been struggling all game. He could barely pass the ball out from the back comfortably and all that. Now at the other end, Semenyo's floated cross from the right from Bernardo Silva, but the City captain could only direct his header, from 10 yards into the Stretford end, so pretty high and all that. Then United's application and intensity could not be questioned, although both fullbacks, Diogo Dalot and Luke Shaw, received yellow cards. Yeah, Diogo Dalot's zone was dangerous, but then obviously he like there's nothing you can do. You've already gone, you've gone. So it's not like you can pull out your legs and stuff. Luke Shaw's zone, he tried to pull out, but the intensity was already there. He received a yellow card in the opening 20 minutes from referee Anthony Taylor, taking charge of the Manchester derby for challenges on Dogu and Rodri respectively. On Doku and Rodri respectively. Referee's call of yellow cards for Dalo for reckless challenge was checked and confirmed by VAR. Craig Pawson with the contact deemed to be glancing but not in excessive force, kind of like brushing, bruising, but then it is what it is. It could go either ways. Man United could have, in fact, I'm not going to be surprised if Man City fans say that Manchester United got away with that one and everything, right? Because it could have said, oh, it's a red card, you could have given it, blah 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 blah. Now the openings kept coming with Bruno Fernandes, who picked out Dogu, who controlled the ball and saw the angle shot clawed away by Donnarumma. That was Dogu and Mbeumo at the same time. So Dogu finding himself in goal scoring places. Before Mbeumo was tackled by Abdulkadir Kusanov just as he was about to get a shot away from Bruno Fernandes. After Bruno Fernandes pounced on some slack slack play by Rodri. Obviously, that was the one-on-one chance that almost happened when I thought Bruno should have shot the ball. So we had so many opportunities to finish up. And the truth is, if on a bad day, if we these opportunities, if we did finish our game, then it would be difficult, right? Now, obviously, we thought that the breakthrough had arrived when Amad went around the keeper and slotted home, but the flag from the assistant referee was up, and that halted the game. And then, obviously, City enjoyed a strong spell. Senelaman was called into action, but obviously he didn't even need to do anything. He just needed to stretch. But then, obviously, his hands touched it and he led to a corner. And then Semenyo called wide from the edge of the box. And that was it. Now, United, had the ball in the net for a second time again, but it was ruled out for a tight offside from Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, that one was obviously an offside. Played in behind by an exquisite Lisandro Martinez ball, and obviously, he played it over Netanake, and basically Bruno was off by toes foot uh, because obviously he actually went around the keeper, evading the sliding challenge from Netanaki, and he clearly slotted home the ball between what's his name, between Kusanov and the post, and he scored, and then um it was called offside. So the first half kind of ended 0-0, and then second half came around, and it was like, okay, let's get things going, get moving, and all of that. So yeah. Within 45 seconds, Dalot actually flashed a low cross across the face of goal with no red shirt, who could actually make a connection with that. And then, yeah, you could say Dalot had a good game as well. But like I said, it's the same thing. Like, the inconsistencies are too much. In the first half, it was a bit shaky. But the moment we found out that City didn't have the momentum, we had to take advantage, right? At the other end, Martinez's superb intervention to block Haaland's shot on the turn after the Norwegian was slipped in by Semenyo when the Reds gave away possession. Now, encouraged by the vociferous Reds faithful, United actually continued to threaten as Amad cut inside to force a save from Donnarumma, who then denied Casemiro's scooped follow-up. That was the one chance we could have scored, and that we had a lot of grace to actually finish this game. As Casemiro tried to chip the goalkeeper, and then eventually that kind of was saved by Donnaruma's foot, so double save by Donnarumma. And then the chances continue to come our way as Mbeumo's half volley inside the box from Bruno Fernandes cross, same spot that he crossed for Dorgu, same spot he crossed for Mbeumo. But obviously, Donnarumma could not prevent. Donnarumma saved that one, but then Donnarumma could still not prevent Mbeumo from scoring in the 65th minute after Maguire's headed clearance from Manchester City's free kick led to Mbeumo flicking it one touch, and then Bruno running with the ball and giving a well-timed pass for Bryan Mbeumo to actually slot in his first goal against Manchester City in his career. And then obviously that gives him his 7th goal of the season, highest scorer for Manchester United so far. And then, as Carrick's name rang around the stadium, we that watch it from home couldn't really hear it. Amad dragged the low shot wide as confidence flooded through the veins of Man United. Now, Cunha was also involved as he doubled, as the Reds doubled the advantage 10 minutes later. Basically, Cunha comes in, gets involved in the game, and then creates a chance. A cross from the right that Dorgu kind of snuck in front of Rico Lewis to actually score. And then moments after, Amad hit the post after racing away from City's defense. And then obviously substitute Mason Mount also, who thought to have made an instant impact with his first touch off the bench to stroke on Cunha's cross or Cunha's pass. But also following a lengthy VAR, frustrating VAR check, the Reds also had this third goal ruled out as well. So 3 goals ruled out in one game out of Cunha's, as Cunha was adjudged to be fractionally offside in the build-up when latching onto Amad's pass. As the day goes, we'll basically review that video or the footage or the picture of all of that, but nobody's going to focus on that. Everybody's going to focus on the fact that Man United won, right? The Reds as well. Did well all through the afternoon. Defended superbly, managed the closing stages of City of the game to keep City at bay. The City had to even sub off Haaland, basically subbed off loads of players and all of that. So we're going to analyze that just to give you a hint of an idea of the City sub. So they subbed off Haaland and brought on Nico O'Reilly at 46. No, they subbed off. I think they subbed off Max Alain and brought on Nico O'Reilly, Ryan Cherki for Foden, Divine Mukasa for Haaland at the 80th minute. Ryan Aït-Nouri came on for Nico O'Reilly, I think. Yeah, Nico O'Reilly. And then Tijani Reinders for Doku. So just kind of like the whole thing. And then it was good to see that Antoine Semenyo performed really well, but then couldn't find an outlet, and this is not his game because he's not the kind of player that likes to play intricate passes. He likes to play, into space and stuff, but it is what it is. So we're going to go to player ratings, not to waste too much of your time and all of that. Player ratings. And then with the player ratings, I'm going to talk about certain aspects of the game, and then you kind of get an understanding of what's going on. So I'm going to give Senna Lamens for the first time in my review of games. I think he probably got the same rating against Sunderland, but this is his 3rd clean sheet. I'm going to give Senna Lamens 8.0 for his performance today. Didn't do anything, but 8.0 because of that clean sheet, right? Made one save. Didn't face, his XG shot faced 0.31. XG shot prevented 0.31. Accurate passes 8 of 13, 62%. Accurate long balls 6 of 11, 55%. Nothing. High claim 1, diving save 1, saves inside the box 1. Recoveries 4, throws 3. 20 touches in the game. This is the fewest he's had in a long time. He had nothing to do, thanks to Maguire and Licha Martinez. Next person on our list is Diogo Dalot. Up and down performance, but he gets a 7.5 from me today. 48 touches, few touches in this one. There's possessed once. He basically had. So this is what I keep saying. When a player plays really well, check his defensive contribution, especially if the person is a defender. 8 for Dalot. Last game, he had 2. This one, he's had 8, right? So, 48 touches, 1 in the opposition box, 3 passes in final third, 2 of 3 accurate long balls, 1 offside, was dispossessed once, tackles 2, 4 clearances, 2 headed clearances, 2 interceptions, 5 recoveries. The 3 of 5 ground duels won, 2 of 2 aerial duels won 100%, and all of that was fouled once. The next person on our list is Harry Maguire, top performer today, 7.5, almost close to 8.0. Top performer, had one shot that hit the bar. He played the full 90 minutes for the first time in a long time, 20 of 26. Accurate passes, 77%. Only missed 6 passes. Defensive contributions, check this out, 8. Right? And then obviously big chances missed, 1. Big hit the woodwork, 1. 35 touches. Touches in the position box, 1. Passing in the final third, 6. Accurate long balls, 1 of 7, 14, and all of that. So he gets his 7.5. 2 of 3 ground duels, 1. 1 of 2 aerial duels, 1, 50%. Next person on our list, Lisandro Martinez, or Lisandro Licha Martinez. Lisandro Martinez plays the full 90 minutes, 19 of 22 passes, 86%. I didn't give him an opportunity. I didn't put him to start in our lineup, did I? I don't think so. But he started, he put in a good performance. You know why I looked away? Check out his defensive contributions. 11. That's what we're talking about, guys. That is what we're talking about. 11 defensive contributions. Right, yeah. 36 touches. So fewer touches, did more defending. Touches in the position box, 1. That was the one time he had the opportunity in the position box. Passing in the final third, 3. 2 of 4. Accurate long balls, 50%. Tackles, 1. Blocks, 1. Clearances, 8. Header clearances, 3. Interceptions, 1. Recoveries, 2. And yeah, was not dribbled past at all. 100% aerial duels, ground duels, 100% aerial duels, 1. Then next person on our list is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw did really well as well today. Played 89 minutes, was subbed off. 27 of 30 accurate passes, which is 90%. Obviously, 49 touches, so an average of 40 touches and above, or 42 touches and above. Touches in the position box, 1. Touches passing to final third, 6. Accurate long balls, 2 of 3, 67%. Check out his defensive contributions, 5. Okay, 5. Now tackles, 1. Blocks, clearances, 2. Header clearances, 2. Interceptions, 2. Recoveries, 3. And was dribbled past once. Then next person on our list is Casemiro. Now, Casemiro is going to turn 34 next month. Casemiro, accurate passes, 22 of 30, 73%. Yeah, look at his defensive contributions, 9, right? You look at his shots on target, 1 of 100%. Big chances missed, 1. 48 touches. I said it, 40 touches and more, or 45 touches and more. 48 touches. Touches in the position box, 3 up 2. Passes in the final third, 10. Accurate long balls, 1 of 250%. Tackles, 4. Clearances, 1. Interceptions, 3. Recoveries, 1. Dribbled past 3 times, right? Ground duel, 6 of 11, 55%. And that's what happens when it was not involved in any aerial duel, was fouled twice. That's what happens when you have a good midfielder. If Casemiro was younger or faster, then you could say, obviously, like, so did I give a rating for, so my rating for Licha is 7.5. My rating for Luke Shaw is 7.5. My rating for Casemiro is 7.5. And my rating for Kobe Menu, another 7.5. Good performance, blew a shot. Direct, well, didn't blow the shot, just played it very tame shot. Didn't hit it really well. Total shots, 1. Played the full 90 minutes. 31 of 34 passes, 91%. He never created any chance. He had 9 defensive contributions, much better, in the midfield. Obviously, shots on target, 1 of 100%, which was that tame shot. Touches, 50, right? So, touches in the position box, 1 of 250%. Successful dribbles. Passes into the final third, 1. Should be creating more chances, man. Accurate long balls, 2 of 200%. Right? Tackles, 3. Blocks, 1. Clearances, 2. Interceptions, 2. Recoveries, 1. Dribble past once. Now, we need to talk about, before we go on with all of the ratings, we need to talk about Licha Martinez. Licha Martinez, his performance today was great. He blocked out and marked out Erling Haaland. Credit to him and Harry Maguire doing a joint job, defending really well, defending the box and all that. He blocked out Harry Maguire, and he blocked out Erling Haaland, and subjected Haaland to a meager. Let me guess before I look at it, 8 touches overall. Yeah, yeah. Let's get to his touches. Erling Haaland overall had 14 touches. Okay, that was 14 touches. 8 touches in the first half, and pretty much um uh 9 touches in the second half. Right? No, 6 touches in the second half. Sorry, my math just messed with. Then also so Licha Martinez, the one who Paul Scholes said Ali Haaland can carry him and run with him. That's so much disrespect. I can't wait to see what the outcome will be. Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt said that in their podcast, and Licha Martinez has won another game against Haaland. Yeah. That's the problem with the, we'll do the analysis. Don't want to just give away what my thoughts are. Now we go on to another top performer in Amad. Back from the AFCON, fresh from playing really well in the AFCON, crashed out in the quarterfinal or so. And he played the full 90 minutes, put up a good performance, 14 or 15 accurate passes, 93%, hit the woodwork once. Defensive contribution, 7. Basically, shots on target, 1 of 3, 33%. Big chances missed, 1. Hit the woodwork once, 29 touches in total. Touches in the position box, 5. 100% successful dribbles, 1 of 1. Passing in final third, 1. Accurate long balls, 2 of 200%. Offsides, he had 2 offsides. It was dispossessed once. But he was involved a whole lot in what was our defense. He had 1 clearance. He had headed clearance 1. He had interceptions 1. And then he had 5 recoveries as well. Wasn't dribble past at all. Was helping Dalot as well when the opportunity came. Another top performer who we're going to talk about, and I'm going to guess 7.5, is Patrick Dorgu. Patrick Chinazekpere Dorgu. 8.5 today. Top performer, 2 shots, 1 on target. 2 shots on target, 1 is a goal. 8.5, did really well. 23 of 30 passes. Like I said this during the live watch along, I think Dorgu is our left winger. Like we need a left back. Now we actually need a left back. Or you just get back Harry Maguire. Dorgu is our left winger. That's what I would just say finally, like in all of this. Dorgu is our left winger. Shots on target, 2 of 200%. 49 touches, another average number of touches. Basically 3 touches in the opposition box, passes in the final third, 3, 1 of 2 successful dribbles, 50%, 1 of 1 accurate long balls. That was that long ball that he crossed to Amad on the other side. Dispossessed twice. He had 1 offside as well. Tackles 4, clearances 1, headed clearances 1, interceptions 1. Recoveries 9, dribble pass 1s, ground duels 8 of 13, 62%, aerial duels 2 of 3, 67%, was fouled 3 times, and all of that. So Patrick Dorgu, top performer today. Then we are, let me see something. We are gonna say another top performer, 7.5, Bryan Mbeumo. Maybe I'm gonna say 7.5. 7.5 Bryan Mbeumo, top performer. Came up fresh off the AFCON, came on in the came off in the 71st minute. He had 1 goal, was involved in everything good for Man United. 12 of 13 passes, accurate passes, 92%. He had 3 shots, and those 3 shots, 1 was on target, and the other 2 were off target. No, 2 was on target. 1 was off target. I remember that one. Then defensive contributions 2, 2 of 3 shots on target. Yep. And then you have big chances 1, touches 23, touches in the position box even higher than Haaland. Ooh, okay. Touches in the position box 5, successful dribbles he attended to, did he succeed? Passes into the final third 1, scored a goal. So it's 7.5 rating. Recoveries 2 in total and all of that. He just played that he just did what a striker would do. Maybe that's what you call it. Then man of the match for me, Bruno Fernandes. There's nothing you want to tell me about this one. This guy's performance, this guy's impact in games is there for all to see, right? Played 89 minutes, 1 assist. He basically accurate passes 32 of 46, 70%. Chances created 6. And then obviously defensive contributions. Drum roll, because I'm gonna say why I give him man of the match. 14 defensive contributions. Despite the fact that it is claimed that he's unlocked, that he has the opportunity to run around the field and be free. Meanwhile, he was blamed for being all over the place without being positionally disciplined. Like double standards everywhere. 65 touches, I think the most in the whole team. 65 touches. Was involved in everything positive for us. Touches in the position box, 1. Successful dribbles, 1 of 100%. Passes into the final third, 12. And I'm screaming it out because 12 passes in the final third. Accurate crosses, 3 of 4, 75%. The metrics are great, 9.0. That's what I'm going to give Bruno Fernandes. Accurate long balls, 5 of 9, 56%. He played 1 corner. He was offside once, was dispossessed once. Tackles 4. Clearances 1. Interceptions 1. Recoveries 8. Bruno Fernandes has 14 defensive contributions, more than any Man United player in this team. In this game. Ground duels 5 of 9, 56%. Was not involved in any aerial duels. He committed 3 fouls. Like Casemiro had how many defensive contributions? 9. Bruno had 14. So I'm telling you, that's what I'm telling you. So Michael Carrick made a couple subs. He brought on Cunha for Mbeumo. That's kind of like for like, but Cunha was for Mbeumo, and Cunha created an assist. He gets a 7.5 rating from me. Did really well. And that's it. Basically, Cunha gets an assist. Got an almost assist as well. Played only 19 minutes. Chances created 1. He had 4 defensive contributions just in that time. 22 touches as well. In that time, successful dribbles, 100% 1 of 1. Accurate crosses, 100% 1 of 1. Accurate long balls, 100% 1 of 1. Offsides 1. Dispossessed once. Right? Was given an offside. I don't know how that is an offside, man. But it is what it is. Tackles 3. Recoveries 1. Ground duels 1, 4, 5, 80%. And he was involved in 1 aerial duel and lost the aerial duel, but did really well. The rest, Manuel Ugarte came on, did what needed to be done. Just to give you a few of his stats. He played 9 minutes. He had 3 defensive contributions in that 9 minutes. Touches, he had 6. 1 of 1 accurate long balls. I'll give Manuel Ugarte 6.0. Just for 9 minutes. Tackles 1. Recoveries 2. 3 defensive contributions. Ground duels 1 of 1, and that was the one where I think he tried to make a tackle, and then there was one he cleared inside the box, but it was already a foul and all of that. So he was involved in everything good. Aiden Heaven, was involved in some defensive contributions as well. He had 1 defensive contribution on that tackle that he blocked the cross into the box. He played only 1 minute, or what you call maybe 5 minutes because of the extra time. 1 minute of 95 minutes in total. Touches, he had one touch. Had 1 clearance, and that was it. And then Mason Mount, 1 minute as well. He played. He had nothing else, nothing to report from Mason Mount. Pretty much. Now, on you subs were Lenny Yoro, Tyrell Malacia, Jack Fletcher, and Benjamin Šeško. Šeško didn't even have to come on. He started out this game, rested for Arsenal, but I don't think we're going to start Šeško against Arsenal as well. So, yeah, I'm going to give the overall team rating as 8.0. Overall team rating as 8.0. Yeah, we had the least of the possession, but we were able to win. So just for grinding out the win, 8.0. For Michael Carrick as a coach, 8.0 as well. Pretty much straightforward. Ball possession was 32, Manchester City 68, which is expected. But look at the XG, 2.03 versus Man City 0.05. So we ended up managing to stifle them, and it was a good win. Yeah, what do you guys think about the game? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. Man United have been able to grind out a win, and Michael Carrick has been able to coach his first win as Manchester United interim coach, and Michael Carrick still remains unbeaten after coaching 4 games, he had 3 wins and 1 draw, which is good. St. Lawrence, good positive for him. He gets a clean sheet. He keeps a clean sheet, his 3rd clean sheet in the season. First one coming against Sunderland, the next one coming against Newcastle, and then the next one coming against Man City. So clean sheets against top half teams. Right. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. The next video we're going to be seeing is basically what we learned from the game, and we pretty much basically just agree to the fact that at least for the first time in almost 2 years, we're having manager bounce. For more than 2 years, we're having a manager bounce. Last time we had any manager bounce was basically under Eric Ten Hag. After losing the first 2 games, we started having So it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't have to miss anything as it relates to Manchester United. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.